What up, people? It's Cassie, not Kathy, not to be confused with Chassie or Chabby or Gabby. Cassie. I actually just made a cooking video. Maybe I'll post it, maybe I won't, but kids and I are outside now just relaxing, and I had like the biggest takeaway from me cooking today was that I tried something new. I was gonna make Parmesan shrimp. So basically follow the recipe, or not really a recipe, but what I do for my chicken parm, and I followed it with shrimp, and it turned out kind of like in presentation, meh in food, but and like obviously I'm gonna make it again, and I have like different thoughts on it now. But the one thing that I really was just thinking about while I was making the video was how little we will do things off book, how little we will try a new recipe literally in our own head, just cook by intuition, not by what we're reading and percentages and like measurements and stuff. And then I realized like literally we have taught now the generation that we have that's small, like my kids, we've taught them you can look up everything and to rely so little on their intuition. And quite honestly, like in the beginning, we raised our children to survive. Like we raised them to be strong and to be ready for the brutality of the world that were coming to them, and how to survive and continue to procreate and move on and keep those other ones alive and teach them to do the same thing. So clearly it worked, but worked to the point where now we've taken the burden off children to learn to survive on their own at all anymore. I'm guilty of this, like just picking up and doing anything the kids like ask me for. It's quicker for me to just do it myself, but I realize we're not teaching our children to survive by doing that, and we're not teaching them to survive and really thrive and continue society going by having them do stuff and encountering really hard.
Are you making more YouTube channels?
I am.
Why?
Because I'm about to be a YouTuber.
Wait,
So
I want to make one.
hold on, let me finish my video. I got a thought. So anyways, we've basically taught our children that you don't have to learn to survive. You don't have to become strong. You don't have to become calloused and weathered for whatever's coming. You know, we teach them not to build strong foundations in their literal like homes or in their emotions or anything like that. So it's just very interesting that the very thing that we stopped doing because it was too cold and too brutal for our society, we've now realized we've gone so far that we know how to do nothing. We can rely on our instincts almost not at all. I was actually talking to a bunch of people the other day when it was about to rain, and everybody was having an off day. And then off day, it was so funny. I thought about it, and I was like, you know, and everybody's like, there's something to that. When the weather is going to be funny, like you end up feeling funny or weird or uncomfortable. And I was like, guys, that's our basic instinct. That's our instinct inside of us. After. That's our instincts inside of us that we literally stopped relying on and have ignored over time, to where we just feel weird or uncomfortable, and we don't really know how to put our finger on it. But the truth is, like, we were born with those instincts. The animals still know. They prepare. They're outdoor, preparing for a storm. They're preparing for bad weather, when winter's going to change, the seasons are going to come, and we've just completely been removed. Like, unless we're told it directly, we don't think it anymore. We don't rely on our instincts. We don't read into those gut nagging feelings that we get, and that's a shame, because that's what's going to continue society on, not this make sure you check all the facts all the time, and which is another topic for another day. Like, fact checkers be checking only thing about like health and the government. Like, literally you can say the craziest other crap online, just saying. Anyhow, it's just one of those deals where you're like, gosh, like, we're not teaching our children to set up to continue the survival of our world, or not even country, but like the world. How much longer do we expect to be here? Oh boy, like right now, Nova, the pool is too cold for her, and she's filling up small cups of hot water and bringing it to the pool. Just saying, if you allow them space, and I'm not saying neglect your kids and do your own thing, go get stoned out and lay on a couch. Like, I'm saying, if you really hone in and you teach your kids to think for themselves and challenge sometimes even your directions, you might be surprised what they're capable of. So anyways, cheers to everybody on this beautiful Sunday. We are checking out and doing nothing, working on doing more of nothing more often. Funny enough, two friends kind of showed up unexpectedly for me today on my day of doing nothing, but it was nice to have them in my home, and I was just relaxed enough to invite them in, and that was really cool. Anyways, remember to touch base with yourself, touch your feet with the earth, and remember that you can put your phone down, and this is probably the time to do it. I'm going to. Bye.